So we're going to come right onto our hands and knees. Just take a huge breath in. Just bring your focus into the room, to your breath, and where you are and what you've committed to today. So let's start to turn your tailbone down, round your lower back, middle back, upper back. Press your hands into the mat and stay here. Draw your navel up. Press your hands into the mat. Turn the top of your head down. Really press up here. And then start to turn your tailbone up. Slowly drop your belly. Arch it with an inhale. And then round it up with your exhale. Nice. Drop your belly. Arch it with an inhale. And then round it up with your exhale. Nice. Really full breaths here. Then come to a neutral spine. So I want you to press your hands into the mat. That brings your chest away from the floor. Draw your navel up towards your spine. I'm going to lift the left arm forward. Take the right leg back. Now square your hips and your shoulders to the floor. Okay, so just extend. Press that right hand into the mat to lift yourself a little bit further away from the floor to really firm up that right shoulder. You're going to just balance here for a few breaths. Nice. Extend to the opposite walls here. And now we're going to lower it down towards the floor and slowly lift it. So you're not lifting it up too high. You're bringing your hand about the height of the shoulder. You're bringing your toe about the height of your hip and lower it down. Straighten that back leg. Think about squeezing those right glutes to get your leg to lift up. Think about keeping your torso connected so it's not dropping down when you lift. Draw your navel up towards your spine. Here's 4 more. And 3. Here's 2. And 1. Just bring it down, hands under the shoulders, round your back up again. Then turn your tailbone up, drop your belly, arch it with an inhale. And then round it up with your exhale. Nice. Come to your neutral spine again. Firm up your shoulders. Bring that right arm forward. Bring your left leg back. So square your hips and shoulders to the floor. Press that left hand into the mat to firm up that left shoulder. You're just going to hold this here, steady and strong. Draw your navel up. Straighten that back leg. Point your toes to the wall behind you. Hold and breathe here. A few more breaths. I'm going to tap it down towards the floor and slowly lift it up. So tap it down towards the floor and lift. Straighten that back leg. Extend your toes to the wall behind you. Try not to lift it up too high. Squeeze your glutes to get your leg to lift up. Building that core stability here, that strength. Draw your navel up for 4 more. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. Bring it down, hands under your shoulders, round your back, scoop your abs up high. Nice. Come back to neutral spine. We're going to crawl your hands forward. We're going to lie all the way down on your belly. Extend your arms out in front of you. So just your hands are extended out. Just look down at the mat. Your forehead hovers off the floor. Lift your left arm up and the right leg. So just like we did when we were standing, on our hands and knees. Reach and lengthen. Bring your toes to the wall behind you. Get even longer. Reach that left arm forward. Huge breath in and lower down. Right arm, left leg, lift it up. Get so long. Really reach and lengthen here. Huge breath in and lower it down. Opposite arm and leg. Lift and reach in here. Lower down. Exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Strengthening your back a little more and getting that length throughout your body. Breathe in and out. So you're getting so long and you're going slow on the way up and slow on the way down. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time each side. Nice. Then bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Hug your elbows in by the sides of your body. So without any pressure at all in your hands, I want you to use the muscles in your back to lift up for your cobra pose and lower it down. Go slow. Breathe in, lift, pause, and then slowly lower. So you're working the back muscles on the way up and the way down. Breathe in. No pressure in your hands, and slowly lower. Lift up. Try to relax your shoulders down from your ears and lower down. We have 2 more. Breathe in. Slowly lower it down. So use just as much control on the way down. Last one. And lower down. Press up onto your hands and knees. So let's round your back up again. Scoop your abs up nice and high. Hold and pause here. Bring your hips forward. Turn the top of your head down. And then turn your tailbone up. Drop your belly. Arch with an inhale. And then come to neutral spine. We're going to bring your legs around. We're going to lie on our back. So your feet are going to be hip distance apart, arms by the sides of your body. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Nice and slowly lift your hips. Press your hips up here. Press your hips up. So I want you to get that hip flexor stretch right here. Really press your hips up as high as you can. Press your heels into the mat. You can lift those toes up a little bit so there's no pressure on those toes, but the pressure is in your heels and that foot. Press your hips up a little bit more. Now imagine that you're squeezing a beach ball between the knees, but don't actually let the knees go towards each other, just to get those inner thighs engaging and active. Keep pressing your hips up a little bit higher here. Huge breath in. Now puff your chest up, press your upper arms into the mat, and then slowly lower it down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. Excellent. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Hands behind your head. So just set yourself up here. Draw your navel in. You're going to slowly lift up and slowly bring it back. So your elbows are out to the side. You're drawing your navel in. You're going slow first for a few. And just slowly lift up for 3. And 2. And 1. Hold it up here. Tiny pulses. So you're going to look up to the sky and think about pulling your navel in towards your spine. Get that connection with your core muscles here. Breathe with it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring it down. Arms down by your sides again. Feet on the floor, hip distance apart. Then walk your feet a tiny bit closer and lift your hips. Okay, so you're going to lift your right leg to the sky. Flex your foot. Now it's going to be a tiny pulse up. Push your foot to the ceiling like you're pushing the ceiling up. Press, press. Nice. Keep pressing it up here. Open up the left hip flexors. Press it up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs so your knees are right next to each other. Bring that leg out. Bring your hips up a little bit higher. Bring it up here. And then back so your knees are next to each other. Keep your hips up and bring it down. Lift your leg up. Knees next to each other. 8 and down. Here's 7 and 6. Hips up. Here's 5. Here's 4. Press those hips up still. For 3. Here's 2 and 1. Keep your leg back to straight up here. Tiny pulses. Push it up. Press your heel into the mat. This is the last set. Push. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Lower it all the way down. A set like this again, hands behind your head. We'll do the other side in a second, abs in tight. Slowly lift. Just get that connection with your core, drawing your navel in. Your hands are just really gently resting on the back of your head. Your elbows are out to the side. You can look up to the sky. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Feet back to the floor. So your feet are hip distance apart, and then walk them in a tiny bit closer. Lift your hips up here. Press your hips up, really open up the hip flexors here. Nice, lift your left leg. Flex your foot, tiny pulses up. Press that right heel into the mat to press your hip up to the sky. Feel all those core muscles working in that right side as you press it up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your hips up here. Bring your legs so your knees are next to each other. Hips up higher, and then bring it up. Bring it down, bring it up. Keep your hips lifted. Make that effort. Excellent. Knees next to each other and up. For 8, 7, 6. Press your hips up higher. For 5 and 4. Here's 3. I see them dropping a little bit. Press them up. For 2 and 1. Bring your leg back straight up to the sky. Tiny pulses. Think about it. Even those hamstrings of that right side, your glutes, your quads, press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. All the way down. Now your legs are going to be straight out. Arms overhead, just stretch tall to the wall behind you. Hold on to your right wrist. Stretch your whole body and really lengthen here with a huge breath in. Long breath out, soften all of your muscles. One more time, hold on to your left wrist. Stretch to the wall behind you. Toes to the wall in front of you. Huge breath. And long breath out. Nice. So hands are going to be behind your head. You're going to lift your shoulder blades up a little bit. Look up to the sky. And you're just going to lift the right leg up and down. It's going to be a small lift up. You're going to really think about engaging your abs. Okay, so lift that right leg up and down. Lift and lower. It's not too high. Nice. Maybe it's a little bit more than a foot off the floor. Here's 8. Here's 7. Let your head rest in your hands for 6. Abs in so tight for 5 and 4. Here's 3 and 2. Now listen up. 1. You're going to lift it up, down, and then you're going to bring the opposite elbow towards your knee and then straight out. So lift it up, down, then over, down. Lift up, down, opposite elbow towards your knee. Lift up, down, cross. Nice. Lift up, down, abs and pulled. Nice and tight. Lift up, down, cross, out. Lift up, down, cross, out. Keep this going. Up, down, cross. Here's 4. Lift up and 3. Lift up. Here's 2. Lift up. Last 1. Lift up, down, cross, and back. Relax it. Arms out overhead. Hold on to that right wrist. Stretch with the breath in. Relax your whole body. Breath out. Hold on to your left wrist. Stretch your arms to the wall behind you. Huge breath in. And long breath out. Hands behind your head again. Lift your head up. So think about lifting your shoulder blades up off the floor. Then your head rests in your hands. Your abs are tight. Just your left leg lifts up and down. And it's not high. And you're not resting your foot down when you bring it down. Lift it. Abdomen so tight. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen, lift it again. Up, down, then cross opposite elbow to the knee. Lift up, down, cross. Now it's not too high with this lift right here. And then cross. Lift and cross. Lift and cross. Keep this going. Come on, lift it up and cross. Lift and cross. 4 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. And 1. Lie your head back. Extend your arms out. Just reach both arms to the wall behind you. And then arms come down by your sides. Bend your knees, feet on the floor. You're going to lift your left leg to the sky. Right foot can stay on the floor the whole time, or you're going to scissor your legs. Your choice. Arms overhead. Curl it up here, tap your left shin. Inhale back, exhale up. So this is the one-legged version. Your abs are tight, or you switch your legs, scissor them. Tap your left shin every time. Curl it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, abs in so tight, come on. Here's 4, if your neck is tight, put one hand behind your head. But 3, because I don't want to work your neck muscles, I want your abs working for 2. And 1, you can come back up, you can, come on up. Switch your legs, your abs are in so tight. Bring it back and curl it up. Inhale. Exhale. You need to make that extra effort to pull your abs in. Come on, here's 8. Long legs, come on. 7. And 6, abs in so tight. Come on. Here's 5. And 4. Here's 3. And 2. And 1. You're going to come back up. You can. Come on up. Nice. Bring both legs up, hands behind your head. Tiny pulse. This is it. I promise. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it back. Knees in. Nice work. Releasing breath. Gently rock it side to side. Deep breath in, just roll your knees off to the side, slowly press up and come around. You're going to come into your child's pose on your mat. So crawl those hands forward, spread your fingers nice and wide. Releasing breath. Nice work so far. Keep up the effort. Nice job. Come on up and let's come to your first downward facing dog today. You can get as most comfortable as you can, which means taking the weight away from your hands and your palms and your wrists and your shoulders by bringing your hips to the wall behind you. Just like I'm pulling you back away from your hands. Get heavy in those heels. Feel that awesome stretch through your calves here. One more huge breath. Nice. Now come forward. We're going to go to your knees. You're going to turn the eye of the elbow forward because your arms can rotate the triceps to the back of the mat. Slowly lower down and press up. Hugging your elbows by the sides of your body and press up. Maybe you just go down a tiny bit. Maybe you can go so your shoulder and elbow the same height from the floor. We got 3 more. You can do it. Come on, here's 3, 2, 1. Lie all the way down. Here's your cobra. No pressure on your hands. Lift up and lower it down. Press back for your downward facing dog. Nice. Bring your hips back. It's so long here. Lift your left leg. Bring it to a crescent lunge. Find your balance on your toes in the back. Come on up. So that knee stacks right over the ankle. Bring your right heel towards the end of the mat and start getting that really deep hip flexor stretch on that right side. Relax your shoulders down. Smooth breath here. Just sinking down into that lunge. Just listening to your body. If it feels too intense, come up a little bit. If you can get a little deeper in that stretch and it feels comfortable, sink down a little. Now you're going to bring your forearms together. You're going to open up your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other and straighten the front leg, but don't lock your knee, and then come right back here. Huge breath in, open your heart, and exhale. Open, inhale, and exhale. Nice. Inhale, and exhale. Open up, and exhale. Feel that right hip really opening up here. Inhale, and exhale. Two more. Inhale, and exhale. One more. Inhale, and exhale. Stay here and reach to the sky. Deep breath in. Bring your arms around behind you, hands to the floor. Step your back foot halfway up. Now, if you have a block, you can use your block underneath your fingertips or hands on your shin. So center your weight between both feet. Hold it here and feel that great stretch of the back of that left leg. Draw your navel up towards your spine. Huge breath in, then slowly slide your hand down a little bit. Maybe you're sliding it down on your shin, or maybe you're turning your block a little bit lower. So find what works for you to get a comfortable stretch of the back of your left leg. Bring in health to your lower back, length to your left hamstring. Find a good place for you to hold, and if it feels too intense, come up a little bit higher. Or soften your knee a little bit more. Hold and breathe here. 3 more full breaths. Notice your breath. Nice, and soften your knees. Step it forward. Halfway lift with your inhale. Fold it down with your exhale. Come all the way up and open your heart. Squeeze your glutes. Look up to the sky, then all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold it down, exhale. Step it back. Take a flow of your choice. You can go right to your downward dog or lower down to your cobra or your up dog and press back for your downward facing dog. Bring your hips back and get so long here. Lift your right leg. Bring it through to a crescent lunge. So on your crescent lunge, your heel is lifted in the back. Your knee stacks right over the ankle. Feel free to crawl that foot a little further back or your front foot further forward. Get into that comfortable stretch here. So you're feeling that left hip flexor open up as you bring your heel towards the end of the mat. That knee in the front stacks right over the ankle. Feel free to sink down a little bit more or lift up a little, listening to your body. Bring your forearms together. So open up your chest. Oh, lift your heart up to the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other, then bend back into the lunge. So straighten the front leg here, and then bend back into the lunge. Make sure not to lock your knee at the top, and bend back. Open up, inhale, and exhale. Open up, inhale, and exhale. Really open up your heart, that natural way to boost your spirit. Nice. Come on up. Open up for 3. Open up for 2. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Reach up to the sky. Deep breath in, bring your arms around. So it's a big circle, opening up your chest, hands to the floor. Step your back foot halfway up. If you have a block, you can come up onto the tall end of your block, way up onto your fingertips, or your hands are on your shin here. So turn your tailbone to the wall behind you and bring your heart forward. Center your weight between both feet. Huge breath in. Slowly fold. You can slide your hand down the shin some or turn your block a little bit. Find a good place for you to hold here. Center your weight between both feet. Think about lifting that right hip up as you fold it down. Really feel and enjoy the stretch. If it's not comfortable, back off some. Be good to yourself here. You want it to be a comfortable stretch. Nice. Just listen to your breath here. Three more full breaths. And soften your knees. Step it forward. Feet right underneath your hips. Move your block. If it's there, come all the way up. So squeeze your glutes and open your heart. Look up to the sky. Then hands to your heart and arms by your sides. Shake your arms and legs out. Just shake it out here. Come on up with a deep breath in. And then all the way down with your exhale. Halfway lift inhale. Fold down and come back up. All the way up with your inhale. And all the way down with your exhale. Halfway lift with your inhale. Fold it down with your exhale. And then come into your chair pose. So sit back into your heels. Draw your navel in. Lengthen your lower back down. Lower your hips a little bit more. Relax your shoulders down. If your knees are together, if they're not, come up a little bit. Walk your feet and knees together. Bring your hands to your heart center. Lower your hips a little more. You're almost falling back like you're going to sit in a chair behind you. You can wiggle those toes. Huge breath in. You're going to turn to your left. Either your upper arm or your hand goes on your thigh and you're turning to the left. Rotate. Think about lengthening your tailbone towards the end of the mat. The right knee wants to slide forward, but see if you can keep it back, hips in line. Get that rotation of the spine. Don't push too much with that arm. It's a comfortable stretch here. Nice rotation. And then slowly dive it forward with an inhale. And slowly turn to the right. Your hand or upper arm to the outer thigh. Your knees are together. Slowly turn. Tailbone towards the end of the mat. Draw your navel in. Dive it forward with an inhale. Slowly turn again to the left. Upper arm to the outer thigh. This time, let's open your arms up if you didn't already. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Get that rotation, and it's up to you to listen to your body so it's not too intense. Dive it forward with an inhale, and slowly turn to the right. Last time, upper arm to the outer thigh, turn to your right. You can open your arms up if you'd like. Hold and breathe. And fold it down. Nice job. Halfway lift inhale. Fold it down. Exhale. Step back into your plank position here. Lower it down. Cobra or up dog with your inhale. Pause and press back with your exhale. Nice. Bring your hips back. It's so long here. Come into your plank position. Let's get solid in your plank. Press your hands into the mat. Draw your navel up towards your spine. Squeeze your quads and glutes. Activate those muscles. Feet together. Bring your right knee in towards your nose. Press it back, look forward. Bring your left knee in towards your nose. Press it back, look forward. Knee in, press back. Squeeze your quads and glutes. Knee in, alternating knees. Right, squeeze. Left, squeeze. Right. Hollow your belly. Left. Come on. Here's 4. 3. Squeeze your quads and glutes. And 2. Hollow your belly. And 1. Press back to your downward dog. Feet are hip distance apart now. Get heavy in the heels and lengthen your body here. Lift your left leg, bring it through to warrior 1 pose. Come on up. So your warrior 1, your hips and chest are forward. You're thinking about tucking that left hip in and back as your right hip comes forward. Knee stacks over the ankle. Feel your back foot. Straighten the back leg. Reach up to the sky. So you're reaching up, but try to relax your shoulders down from your ears. Spin your thumbs and biceps to the wall behind you. Straighten your arms up to the sky. Sink even lower in your lunge. Come on up with an inhale, then open up to warrior 2. So make your feet a little bit further apart from each other. Gaze over those front fingertips. Sink into the lunge. I want you to shrug your shoulders up for a moment, then release them down and lengthen out even further through your fingertips. Sink down into your lunge some more as you straighten the back leg. Draw your navel and lift your heart up. Excellent, nice tall posture here. Warrior 2 pose, it's so powerful. Lift tall through your spine. Tall and confident, yet rooted to the mat. Ready to handle any situation that comes your way. One more huge breath in here. Slide forward to lengthen, turn your palm up, reverse your warrior. Sink down and reach up. And then bring it back to warrior 2. Then forearm on your thigh, right arm overhead. Press like you're stretching the mat back with the right foot. Rotate your right lung towards the sky. Sink into that lunge. Keep space between your left ear and shoulder. And then come back to your warrior 2 with an inhale. As you reverse, then exhale, windmill your hands to the floor. Step back into your plank position. Take a flow here, lower down. Breathe in, lift your heart. And breathe out, press back. Nice. Bring your feet together now. Come back into your plank position. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes, hollow your belly. Really squeeze those muscles and bring your heels to the back wall. Bring your knee to the opposite elbow, press back. Other knee to the opposite elbow, press back. Opposite elbow, squeeze your quads and glutes. Come on, over, squeeze. I want you to pause when you're back here. Opposite, squeeze. Hollow, squeeze. Hollow, squeeze. 2 more cycles, you can. Use all the effort. It's not much longer. You can. Over, over, press back. You did it. Bring your hips back. Nice job. Lift your right leg. Come to your warrior 1. Come on up. Tuck that right hip in and back. Feel your back foot. Lift your front toes up, spread them wide. Knee goes right over the ankle. Spin your thumbs and biceps to the back wall. Straighten your arms up to the sky, but relax your shoulders down. Notice your breath, full breath. Come on up with an inhale. Open up for warrior two. So square your hips to the floor to take that pressure away from your knee. Draw your navel and lengthen your lower back down. Squeeze your left quads in the back as you feel that back foot. Shrug your shoulders up, lengthen out through your fingertips. Nice. Press like you're stretching the mat apart with your feet. Bring them in towards each other, then find that neutral position. Smooth breath here. Sink into that lunge. Gaze over your front fingertips. 3 more breaths. Slide forward to lengthen. Turn your palm up and reverse. Relax your left shoulder down. Sink down. Reach up to the sky. Come back to your warrior two. Forearm on your thigh. Left arm overhead. Nice. Rotate your left lung towards the sky. Bend into that lunge in the front. Keep space between that right ear and shoulder. Feel and enjoy that length through that whole left side of your body. Come back to your warrior two with your inhale and reverse. And windmill your hands to the floor. Step it back. Take a flow of your choice or right to your downward dog. Breathe in, lift your heart. And breathe out, press back. Nice. Bring your hips back. It's so long here. Now we're going to lift your left leg and you're going to bring it forward into a long lunge. So crawl it forward. Even if you use your left hand on your ankle to crawl it more forward, go right ahead. So you're coming into a position where you have a line across the front of your mat, foot, hand, hand. Okay, you can even crawl your foot a little bit off the mat, bringing your heart forward. If it's not that comfortable here, you could try bringing your knee down on the floor and let your toes out. Your choice, or keep your knee lifted for a few breaths, keeping your heart forward. Enjoy this long lunge here. And then we're going to bring your knee down on the floor. Let your toes out and press the top of your foot into the floor. Nice. Now, in the front, your foot, your heel stays in place. You dial your toes out, turning them out a little bit to the left, letting your left knee fall out a little bit more to the left. I'd like you to lower your arms or lower your shoulders. If you have a block, you can put your forearms on the block. If you don't have a block, you can make your hands wider and let your chest lower down a little bit as you let your left knee go out to the side some. So you're opening up that left hip. Find a good place for you. It's just a few breaths here. I'm going to come right up onto your hands and dial your toes back to 12 o'clock if they're not already. Tuck your toes under behind you, lift your knee. Press to the back wall and bring that foot down. So lift your right leg. Bring your foot forward. You can use your right hand on your ankle to hop it up a little more, or just crawl it up a little more and a little bit over to the edge. You have a line across the front of your mat, hand, hand, foot. The knee stacks right over the ankle, in the front. If it's more comfortable to bring your knee down now, go right ahead. But bring your heart forward either way. Hold this long lunge for a few breaths. Bring your knee down if it's not already. Let your toes out. You can press the top of your foot into the floor a little bit. In the front, look at this right foot. It's pointing straight ahead at 12 o'clock. Dial your toes out a little bit to 1 or 2 and let the knee fall a little bit off to the right. I'd like you to lower your shoulders a little bit so you can just soften your elbows, or you could bring your forearms on your block, or maybe widen your elbows, just to bring your chest a little bit more down towards the floor. Feel that right hip opening up as you let the knee fall a little bit off to the side. Find a good place for you to hold here. Always listening to your body, especially because I can't see you all to guide you so much just with my words. And the other part is for you to listen to your body and try to make those small, slow movements, small, slow adjustments to get comfortable. Come on up, hands under your shoulders. Dial your toes back to 12 o'clock. Tuck your toes under behind you, lift your knee and press back. Bring that foot down to the floor. We're taking a flow or stay here, your choice. Come forward if you want, lower down. Go over to the floor, or here's your up dog and press back to your downward facing dog. Nice job. Bring your hips back. It's so long here. Lift your left leg. We're coming into warrior two. Come on up. Then we're going to be going into our triangle. So first, find your warrior two pose. Slide forward to lengthen your side. Turn your palm up. Reverse your warrior. Slowly straighten the front leg, but don't lock your knee. Squeeze your right glutes and quads as you let your hips go back and you're tipping forward and keeping a long left side of your body, reaching forward. Bring it down. You can rest your hand on the inside of your leg or put your hand on the block. Right arm goes up to the sky. Find a good place for you to hold. I want you to squeeze those right glutes and quads. Keep them active. Long front leg to bring that alignment to your hips and knees. Feel that inner thigh and hamstring stretch in that front leg. Try not to press on your front leg. Reach way up to the sky and puff your chest out to that side wall. Draw your navel in. We have a few more breaths here. Nice. Soften your knee. Listen, bring your hands right to the floor. Go on your toes in the back. Now you can put a block under your right hand or keep it on the floor. And let's turn your body to the left and reach to the sky. Feel free to put a block underneath that right hand. Hold that rotation here. Smooth breath. And slowly lower it down. Bend your knee in the back. You're going to push off. Feet right underneath your hips. Step it forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold it down, exhale. Come all the way up. I want you to rotate to your right with your exhale. Come on up tall. Turn left. Come on up tall. And all the way down. Halfway lift. And fold. Step it back. Take a flow with your breath. Lower it down. Use your strength. Breathe in. Full breath out. Try that big exhale through your mouth like you're saying ha. H-A. It's a huge breath in. You deserve it. That big releasing breath out. Lift your right leg. Bring it through to warrior two. Come on up. Slide forward to lengthen your side. Turn your palm up and reverse. Slowly straighten the front leg, but don't lock your knee. Squeeze your left glutes and quads in the back. Let your hips tip back. Slowly reaching forward. Feel this long right side of your body. Reach, then bring your hand down. Rest on the inside of your leg, or put your block tall and put it on the outside of your leg and reach to the sky. So find your triangle pose. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Keep squeezing those left glutes and quads so you can get that long front leg. Full breath. Be mindful of that exhale, making sure not to cut it short. 3 more breaths here. Soften your knee in the front, bring your hands right to the floor. Go on your toes in the back. Your left hand is going to be on the floor or on top of a block. And then you're going to slowly turn to the right. Reach to the sky. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. The knee in the front stacks right over the ankle. Bring your left heel towards the end of the mat. Smooth breath here. And slowly bring it down. Hands to the floor. Bend your knee. Push off. Step it forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold it down. Exhale. Come all the way up. Turn left. Come all the way up. Turn right. Come all the way up. And all the way down. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold it down. Exhale. Step it back to the last flow here. Really use your strength. Lower down. Breathe in, lift your heart. Breathe out, press back. Releasing breath. We're coming into half pigeon, or you can lie on your back for figure 4. Lift your left leg. Bring your knee over to the left of your wrist, over to the left side of your mat. Back knee down, toes out. So crawl your ankle over towards your other wrist. Crawl your back leg behind you some. Come down onto your forearms. You can widen your elbows, stack your hands or fists. Rest your forehead down. Stay here. Let your whole body relax down towards the floor. Find that smooth rhythm to your breath. Full breath in, long releasing breath out. Staying in that half pigeon, or if you decided to turn onto your back, your figure 4 is just the cross of the leg and holding this here. So start to lengthen your exhale here. That natural way to lower your heart rate, your blood pressure, to calm your nervous system. Try it on your own anytime you'd like to really relax. So if you count to maybe 3 or 4 on the breath in, count to 5, 6, or 7 on the breath out. Feel your body naturally softening here as you lengthen that exhale. Just absorbing all that positive energy into the body. Being grateful to yourself for taking the time out for your health and wellness. Bringing strength to your body, to your core, to your soul. releasing whatever does not serve you so you can feel light and peaceful and whole. Just one more breath on this side. Feel your whole body and a long breath out. And come on up onto your hands. Tuck your toes underneath behind you to bring your hips closer. Your ankle goes behind your knee. Press to the back wall and bring that foot down. Lift your right leg. Bring your knee over to the right of your wrist. Back knee down, toes out. Crawl your ankle over a little bit. Crawl your back leg back a little bit. Come down onto your forearms. You can widen your elbows, stack your hands or fists, and rest your forehead down. Or find your figure four on your back. Wherever you are, try to relax your shoulders down from your ears. And see if you can keep your focus on your breath. Maybe some thoughts keep wandering back into your mind. See if you can just dismiss them and bring your focus back to the breath. Feeling confident and rooted where you are. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Keeping the breath flowing. If you're starting to feel that it's a little bit tense to stretch, make sure to make those small movements to get more comfortable. Five more breaths here. And slowly come up onto your hands. Tuck your toes underneath behind you. Bring your hips a little bit closer. Your ankle goes behind your knee and press to the back wall. Bring that foot down. Just get nice and long here on your last downward facing dog. Nice, and bring your legs around. If you have a strap or a long sleeve shirt or a belt or a towel, you can take that. You're going to put it underneath your left foot, straight up to the sky. If you don't have anything, your hands are just going to rest behind your leg. If you have something, hold on. One hand to each side. Tuck your chin so your neck is long and slide your right leg out. Let some of the strap out to bring your shoulders back towards the floor. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Put both straps into the right hand, left arm out to the side. If you don't have a strap, your right hand is right behind the leg. You're going to guide your leg a tiny movement across the body. And you're just going to hold it here. So you're feeling that stretch through your hamstring, calf, but also in your left glutes. The muscles also attached to your IT band along the left side of your leg. Close your eyes and relax here. Slowly bring it to center. Switch both straps into the left hand, right arm out to the side, where your left hand is right behind your head, leg to guide it. Slowly guide your leg out to the left. Go slow. Feel free to let some strap out or rest your elbow down. Open up here. Right shoulder and hip are towards the floor. So find a good place for you to hold. And slowly release. Put that foot on the floor. Put the strap underneath your right foot, straight up to the sky. One hand is on each side of the strap. Your leg is straight up. Your arms are straight up. Slide your left leg out. Let some of the strap out to bring your shoulders back towards the floor. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. You can pass both straps into the left hand, right arm out to the side, or your left hand's right behind your leg. You're guiding your leg a tiny movement across the body. Hold it here. Slowly bring it to center. Both straps go into the right hand or right hand behind the leg. Left arm out to the side. Guide your leg out to the side. Go as far as you'd like. Feel free to let some strap out or rest your elbow on the floor. Then your left hip and shoulder go towards the floor. Find a good place for you to hold. Smooth breath. Slowly release. Place that foot on the floor. Arms by your sides, nice and slowly lift your hips, peel your spine up off the mat, press your hips up, puff your chest with a huge breath in, and then slowly lower it down, one vertebrae at a time, and release. So you're welcome to stay here and extend your legs out. You're also welcome to turn your lights down and find a wall if you'd like, and you can scoot your legs up the wall if you'd like. You can also lift your hips and put the block underneath your hips and raise your legs up to the sky. Okay, so your choice. If it's better for you to have your legs straight out on the floor, that's fine too, whatever works for you. Maybe dim your lights. Give yourself a moment here to get comfortable. See if I can dim mine. I'm gonna. So find that comfortable place. Your arms are out to the side, palms face up. Just let your fingers curl naturally. Let all the muscles in your face and jaw and forehead relax. Let your whole body get heavy down towards the mat. Just allow yourself to, if your legs are in the air, allow yourself to enjoy that blood flow coming down from your feet. Let's take a huge breath in and let's just imagine a really comfortable place for you to be, whether it's at the ocean, whether it's in a meadow, whether it's on the top of a snowy mountain, wherever it is, just bring yourself to that place. And whatever it is that attracts you to that place, maybe it's the sound, maybe it's because there's no sound, maybe it's the temperature, maybe it's what you see in the sky or out in the ocean, or maybe you hear the birds or anything. Whatever makes it your place that is most comfortable for you. Take a huge breath in and allow yourself to relax there. There's no worries, there's no cares. You don't need to go anywhere. Allow your whole body to melt down into that place. Keep your breath flowing, and maybe your thoughts wandered. If they did, bring them back to that place. Let's take one more huge, deep, nourishing breath in, filling your whole body with that positive energy, that peaceful feeling, and that long releasing breath out. If your legs are in the air, slowly bring them down. If you have a block underneath you, you can take the block out from underneath you. We'll all bring our knees in towards our chest. Huge breath in. Fold your whole body to your right with a releasing exhale. And slowly press up, coming to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. So draw your navel and lift your heart. Bring your shoulders up, bring them back, and bring them down. Tuck your chin just slightly. Bring your arms overhead with a huge breath in. Reach your hands way up to the sky, so tall. Keep that height and length in your body, and slowly bring the hands down to your heart center. Pressing your hands evenly but softly together, feeling centered, balanced, and strong. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. And then have an awesome night. Thank you all for coming on today and having an experience with me. Hope you feel nice and stretched and strong.